Let's get some prize picks in today, guys. Last night was a great night, but two bad beats could have been an amazing night. I still made around 2.5K, but we'll go over the picks I gave in that video. I gave 18 picks, and they went 13 and 5. So this is the first set, went 3 and 3. Nothing too impressive there, but this is the other entry that went 5 and 1. Almost a perfect 6 for 6, and the one right under it also almost a perfect 6 for 6. Honestly, just can't believe what's been happening recently. Look how many 5 and 1s in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just getting super unlucky, but the picks are hitting. I mean, over these past 3 days, I've been hitting all kinds of green just in the wrong order. So you could see all these 5 and 1s. Honestly, incredible. And another 5 and 1 here. So super unlucky that way, but the picks are hitting, and I know eventually the 6 for 6 will come. On underdog, very similar concept here. You could see 4 and 1 here, unlucky on that 5 power, but I did manage to scrape by with 1 and a 3 for 3 here, and also another 4 and 1 here. So I'm getting very unlucky and lucky at the same time because everything's hitting, but just not fully. Anyways, in the long run, it'll be fine. I just want to show a bit about how these entries work, right? So you could see, let's grab this one, right? That hit. I've been talking about this correlation between taking a guy's points over and maybe his teammates PRA under or his points under, right? So I took a similar entry about 3 days ago where Jaylen Brown over points, Porzingis under PRA. And you can see how those sort of relate together, right? So I like to put these into 3 powers, and basically if these two guys hit together, then I only need one more guy to hit, and I get a nice 3 power there. That's if you guys are playing on underdog. I'm not sure if you're only here for price picks. Sorry about that, but you guys should really be signing up for all these books. Similar concept with Trae Young here. I like to take Trae over assists with Clint over points. Trae might be passing to Clint more, and Clint's going to get those points, while Trae is getting an assist for every point that Clint is getting, right? So you have to think about it that way. Anyways, we'll get into the picks for today. I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 entries, and we'll get into it straight away. Just a bit of a live pick session here. So we're going to go with Vucevic as the first pick. You can see here, over 28.5 PRA, best one on the board. We're just going to grab him simply for being the best. So we're going to grab him on the PRA over 28.5, and at around 56% chance for that to hit, which is great. Next one, we're going to grab Anthony Edwards over 3.5 assists as the second leg. And now you could see here, Brandon Ingram under 5.5 rebounds, Zion Williamson over 3.5 assists. Now I don't want to grab these guys for this entry. I want to show you what I will grab. So I noticed also that Zion's under points is good, as well as Ingram's under assists. So I'm going to pair these two together. So if Zion's going under points, that means Ingram's probably not passing to him as much, which means Ingram's probably getting more points, right? So Ingram might, basically the game script we're thinking about is Ingram getting more points, less assists, Zion getting less points, right? So we're going to go with this, and we're going to pair these up because we get that push line also on the assists. So great pairing here. So we're going to grab these two, a bit of a correlated play there. So that is going to be the third and fourth leg. And then we'll see anything else on this. You can see Cade Cunningham here over 20.5 points. We're going to grab him as the next one just because it's next highest. And I checked, there's not really any other correlation in the value picks here. And the last one we're going to grab is Jalen Brunson. So I'm going to grab this as the first entry. As I explained, nice correlation on this Zion and Brandon Ingram. And what I'm going to do right after I lock this one in, where is he? 2.5, 3 points. What I'm going to do is grab the other picks on Brandon Ingram and Zion, right? So actually, I can't, because I've explained multiple times, I can't take the same players under multiple times in entries because price picks limits me. So I can't do that. But what I would do if I were you guys, Brandon Ingram under 5.5 rebounds, Zion over 3.5 assists. That complements with the entry I just put, because if Zion's going over 3.5 assists, it's probably because Ingram is having that better game full of points. So we're hoping Zion's passing to Ingram for all his buckets. So I'm not going to go with it because of what I just explained. I'm going to get limited, and they're not going to allow me to even put this in. But that is going to be the first entry, and then these two guys you could take for another entry, right? So we'll get into another one with a mix of NBA and NHL. And we're going to start off with Conley under 4.5 assists. So that's going to be the first one. And next we're going to go Miles Turner over 7.5 rebounds. Second pick here. And you see it's tapering off a bit at 55%. We'll grab, actually I'm not going to grab Vucevic over 15.5 points because we just grabbed this PRA. Again, they're not going to let me do that. So we're going to go with that. But we're going off to this next page. I like Dennis Schroeder over 21 PRA. Look at that. 53.7% chance to go over that 21.5. We're getting half point of protection. So it's going to go into here as a push line very nicely. And the guy's just been killing. I don't know how he's been doing in the past. Okay, yeah. I know I've been taking, I believe his points and assist props have been hitting, so PRA also good there. And then Kevin Durant, we're getting a point extra on this line, so great. 52% chance to go under 33.5. We're getting 34.5. That is going to be another great entry to put in. And to end it off, we're going to go to the NHL, see if there's anything better than the value here. So we're going to hide these picks since we use them. So Dennis Schroeder and Durant, and check out the NHL if there's anything nice here. And there is some good stuff here. So you can see Brock Nelson and Barkov are both at 57% each and above, right? So we're going to grab Brock Nelson over 2.5. So find the NHL here. Brock Nelson over 2.5 shots on goal. And we're going to end this off with Barkov over 2.5 shots on goal. So, I mean, honestly, guys, it's been a great run. Hopefully the run could continue. And we're going to lock in these 2 6 flexes for today.